It's 10 to 1, which means it's technically still the morning, so it's fine. I can be here. The plan today is to film a lot of stuff for the vlog, put lots of time lapses in, maybe do some voiceovers, and add some background music to see if I can make it more entertaining and more artistic. Let's see how well that plan turns out.
I decided that plan would turn out great, so recorded this voiceover just for it. I then realised I had nothing to actually say, so stopped.
Today is going to start, like most days start, with me watching YouTube and watching people far better than me to learn, to get better. Glink, at the minute I'm watching Clean Prince Gaming, talking about Evolve, then I'll probably go and watch some Casey Neistat. People who have been doing this for a long time, people who are very, very talented, and I think you need to learn from people who are better than you. If you are the smartest person in the room, you are in the wrong room. So the two interesting possibilities that are happening recently is, one, I've received an email because of the theatre group that I'm in about a new game show that is looking for people. No idea what it's about, but I've applied for that. Could be interesting. And two, whenever I teach on a Saturday, we've been contacted by a modelling agency who are looking for an acting teacher or an acting tutor just to give an intense acting course to the models there, to kind of teach them some confidence and teach them how to improvise. So we could move forward with that, and that could be really cool, really interesting as well. I'll keep you guys posted on what happens with that. I'm going to be productive, I'm going to go into town, and I'm going to do it with a time lapse to see if I can. You know, I would absolutely love to be able to travel off to exotic locations and jet around the world and film my adventures doing that, but unfortunately, I don't have that much money. So here's the plan today. We're going to walk into Derby, go around all the charity shops, see what there is, and I'm going to try and do the whole thing with a time lapse. So, let's go. Well, in the last 10 minutes I've learned that holding the camera like that for so long hurts my hand, and I need to definitely get a gimbal which will stabilise the movement of the camera, but that's why I want to talk to Pete later on. I'm going to pop into all these shops and film them as I go in them, save the children first of all. Probably not going to film while I'm in the shops, I want to actually focus on what I'm trying to find, and it's private property. Can't film on private property, that's the rules. One of the things I used to buy from charity shops so much was DVDs or video games. The thing with that is, now I own Steam and Netflix, pretty much everything's on my PC, on a hard drive, or on the internet already. So what I focus on when I go into charity shops is stuff that you can't download, such as board games, books, or nice clothes. Charity shops are great, but if it's digital media, there tends to be an easier and often safer way of picking it up online. For example, I just saw all the Red Alert games, Command & Conquer, but I've already got those on Steam. So I'm going to pop into Oxfam just here and see if I can find anything that's physical, something that you cannot fake or digitally download. Board games and books. Oxfam was actually alright. Found a couple of old Warhammer books in there, the Vampire Lords and Demon Princes, I think, but I don't play Warhammer. There's only enough money and room in my life for one addiction, and that's Magic the Gathering. Used to play Warhammer, love painting it, but can't afford to play with anyone else. So, going to carry on around, see if we find anything else. The thing with charity shops is you can never expect to find something. It's always just an adventure every time. You know, I actually don't know what the legality is on the whole shopping centre. Is it public? Is it private? Is it owned by a company? I mean, I know specific shops are obviously owned by companies, but the actual centre itself as a whole, I've got no idea. Thankfully, we've got two charity shops right here, Sense and Mencap. So I'll pop into these ones first, see what I can see, and then maybe work out the legality of filming in here. If I'm not using it for commercial purposes, it might be fine, but I kind of am, so who knows. Back when I used to work in the Into Centre, I became quite good friends with all of the security kind of officers around there. So I asked one of them what's the rule, and apparently yes, you do need to get management permission to film in the middle of the Into Centre. So I'm going to try and set at least somewhat of a good example by not breaking any of the Into rules anymore. May have done it once or twice, but yeah, now I know I'm going to get permission before I do anything. That's the kind of example I would like to set. More charity shops to do, and I'm going to pop to the bakery because I am starving. Two great things just happened in the Pound Bakery. One, the lady that works there asked me how my new job was going. How nice is that? She remembered me from when I worked at Toys R Us, because I would go in there every few days. And she actually remembered that I was saying I was moving to Oxton free jumping And she asked how my day was going, how my job was, if I enjoyed working with the kids. That's lovely. That's a real small town thing. The fact that she remembered me. That's, I believe it reflects quite well on me. And the second one was they still had Christmas bakes. So turkey, bacon, stuffing, still got it. You know what's cool about alternative shops who sell things like games and cool clothes and memorabilia? When they have cool little signs. Read a book or something. Good advice, Viva Hate. Good advice. Pretty much exhausted the charity shops for today. Didn't find anything, but sometimes it's not the destination, it's more about the journey. And it's always fun to look around them, see what I can see. I'm going to walk home, have a cup of tea, but on my way home I have to pass game night at the board game shop, so I'm going to pop in, see if Simon or Vincent's there, and see if I can steal one of them for 5 minutes, just to talk to them, give them a little bit of time on this vlog, because I haven't yet interviewed them, and I really want to. Right, let's go to game night. Popped into game night to say hi. Ben was working on some laptop stuff, and there were quite a few guys playing Magic the Gathering. As much as I want to vlog in there, I don't want to be in the way. Magic is quite a mentally draining game, so I'm going to leave them to do their thing. I'm probably going to pop back in, you know, a day or two maybe, catch Vincent or Simon in the morning, talk to those guys instead. I do want to vlog in there, but I don't want to do it at anyone else's expense. So I'm going to head home, grab some food, cup of tea, and then most likely play some Tomb Raider. Popped into town to do some shopping, mainly for actual food, and Pete said he was going to meet me somewhere around here, so we're just going to hold the camera out front and wait for a while until we can see him. Now I've also bought Pete a can of vanilla Coke, because I like Pete, genuinely. And I told him, Pete, got your can of vanilla Coke, and he's very nervous because every time we're nice to each other it's always for YouTube. It's always for something, there's always an external reason to be nice to each other. It's never just that we want to be nice to each other. So what we've got to do is I've got to throw in being nice to him genuinely, and then mix in some being nice to him for nefarious reasons. Wherever he is. I'm looking for that stupid blonde hair. There it is. I can see it right there. You see him? Look at that swag. Look at the arms. I hope that is Pete. Yep. Yeah, there it is. There's the swag with the stupid hair.
Starting this already. I just got it. You've not even said hello. This is ridiculous. I'm out. Bye, guys.
Do you want a can of Coke?
Yes.
You sure?
Well, have you shaken it up or something?
No. I'm just going to give you a can of Coke, okay? There you go, mate. Can of vanilla flavour Coke. Observe the wild Peter, as he trusts nothing his friend says. Checks to make sure the can is there.
There's no.
It's not a telescope.
There's
no
like
puncture marks.
With drugs in it.
Not in this one.
Why am I doing this here?
So Pete popped out to mine for a little bit, and being the absolute bro that he is, has brought me a little tripod for my camera. I say camera, I mean phone. Also, an extendable selfie stick. So I'm going to be able to extend this all the way out, have my phone clipped onto the end of that, film from that, and my tripod I can position whenever I'm doing talking to the camera pieces. The extendable selfie stick I can combine with the offer that Raji made me for his kind of homemade awesome, not green screen, auto cue system. That's going to be really cool. What I'm going to do now though to test out this tripod and a voiceover and a bit of music is do the washing up. Because that's how cool I am.
These vlogs are a record of my life, and despite being on YouTube, that doesn't mean it's jet planes and exotic countries. Mostly it's washing up and working. But I'm learning to edit better, to add music and voice, to generally improve the quality of these vlogs. And everyone watching now, you're going to see the improvements, because as an audience, you deserve the best I can create. So, I'm going to give it to you. Right, everything else can be left to soak, and I can go to sleep. Have a good night, guys. It's only going to get better.